Hey, Lakers fans, let's dive right into the latest updates surrounding our team. First off, the focus right now is on the upcoming quarterfinal matchups, and there's a lot to unpack when it comes to potential paths through the in-season tournament. The Lakers are in a strong position, with nearly everyone healthy except for Maxi Kleber, who remains questionable, but otherwise, it's all hands on deck. This is the kind of scenario where you want to leverage every advantage, especially experience and depth, because this is a tournament that demands playoff-level focus and intensity from the very first tip-off. One of the most interesting aspects of the Lakers' journey right now is the potential matchup against the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs have proven they can be formidable opponents, especially in clutch situations, and their ability to come back in second halves, particularly in third quarters, cannot be overlooked. They have managed to turn games around even when trailing significantly, which means that the Lakers cannot afford to underestimate them or lose focus early. Establishing the tone from the opening minutes will be crucial. The Lakers have the advantage in experience, with veterans who know how to handle high-pressure situations, and this will be a key factor as they attempt to assert control and dictate the flow of the game. On the Spurs side, the absence of Victor Wembanyama changes the dynamic considerably. They still have capable players like Stephon Castle and De'Aaron Fox, but missing such a dominant presence affects both their interior defense and their offensive versatility. The Lakers, on the other hand, can rely on their core being available and motivated. LeBron James is back, bringing leadership, skill, and a level of control over the game that few players can match. Having him on the floor changes how the Lakers approach both offense and defense, particularly against teams that thrive on ball pressure. The Spurs can apply some pressure, but the Lakers' ability to handle it and execute plays effectively will determine whether they can capitalize on the early stages and maintain a lead. Even if the Spurs manage to build an early advantage, history shows that they tend to allow opponents back into games, meaning that the Lakers should always be within striking distance if they maintain focus and discipline. This creates an opportunity to build confidence, execute strategy, and put the team in a position to control the game once the momentum swings back their way. Moving past the Spurs, the path that many fans are eager to explore involves the potential matchup against Oklahoma City Thunder. This is where things get particularly intriguing because the Thunder represents both a challenge and an opportunity for the Lakers. Oklahoma City has demonstrated the ability to pressure teams, create turnovers, and capitalize on mistakes, but the Lakers now have the advantage of size, experience, and leadership that can counteract that pressure effectively. LeBron's ability to process the game and adjust on the fly is unmatched, and when you combine that with the defensive versatility of players like Austin Reeves, the Lakers have the tools necessary to handle the Thunder's aggressive style. The idea of facing Oklahoma City multiple times, even within a condensed tournament format, is not just about winning a single game. It's about collecting data, understanding tendencies, and preparing for the playoffs in a high-stakes environment. Each encounter provides the team with the insight needed to make adjustments, exploit weaknesses, and refine their approach. The Lakers can use these games as a sort of live simulation, testing rotations, defensive strategies, and offensive schemes against a team that applies real pressure. It's not just a matchup. It's a learning opportunity and a chance to build confidence heading into more critical stages of the season. Considering past encounters, Oklahoma City has been a measuring stick for the Lakers. In previous matchups, the Thunder's ball pressure created significant challenges, but with the current roster and LeBron leading the charge, those challenges are more manageable. The Lakers now have the ability to exploit mismatches, control the tempo, and create opportunities for high-efficiency plays. Beyond strategy, there's also the psychological element. Facing a team that has handed them defeats in the past provides motivation, and revenge narratives like this tend to elevate focus and execution. LeBron's court vision and leadership are instrumental in these scenarios because he can read defenses, anticipate movements, and adjust in real time, making it possible to counter the Thunder's pressure effectively while creating scoring opportunities for teammates. Austin Reeves' size and skill, combined with LeBron's ability to manage the pace, will be particularly important against a team that thrives on speed and disruption. While the Spurs matchup requires careful attention to game management and the ability to set the tone early, the Oklahoma City series represents a different kind of challenge. Here, it's less about establishing dominance early and more about sustained focus, adaptability, and learning from each possession. The Lakers need to approach these games with both urgency and intelligence, understanding that every decision, from ball handling to defensive rotations, will have consequences that impact both the tournament and playoff preparation. The accumulation of experience against a competent opponent like Oklahoma City can pay dividends later, particularly when considering the adjustments that can be made for playoff matchups. By engaging with them multiple times, the Lakers are not only testing their skills, but also gathering actionable insights that can refine their strategies. It's a scenario that rewards both execution and adaptability. What makes this path even more appealing is the combination of high-level competition and the presence of players who can create pivotal moments. Oklahoma City features athletes like De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, and Stephon Castle, who have demonstrated clutch ability and versatility, making it essential for the Lakers to maintain concentration and avoid turnovers. The Lakers' perimeter defense and ability to transition effectively will be tested, but the advantage of experience, leadership, and depth remains firmly in their favor. LeBron's leadership, in particular, transforms the court into a space where he can anticipate plays, direct teammates, and exploit the Thunder's weaknesses. This is an opportunity for the team to refine their collective game intelligence, adapt to pressure, and assert control even in high-intensity environments. Each possession becomes a lesson in situational awareness, execution under pressure, and strategic adaptation, all of which are invaluable as the team navigates the tournament. The potential combination of first taking on the Spurs and then facing Oklahoma City provides an ideal balance between challenge and opportunity. It allows the Lakers to establish control against a capable but weakened opponent, then engage in a high-stakes matchup that tests their readiness, adaptability, and capacity for strategic execution. This sequence creates a controlled environment in which the team can accumulate experience, gather insights, and build confidence, all while competing against strong opposition. Beyond the immediate outcomes, these matchups also contribute to long-term preparation for playoff scenarios, ensuring that players are familiar with the types of challenges they are likely to encounter. The repeated exposure to high-level competition reinforces mental toughness, situational awareness, and the ability to adjust dynamically to the strategies employed by opponents. Ultimately, this approach emphasizes not just winning individual games, but maximizing growth, insight, and preparedness across the team. By strategically navigating the in-season tournament, the Lakers can align immediate performance objectives with broader developmental goals, ensuring that every contest contributes meaningfully to the overarching aim of contending for the championship. Every matchup from the Spurs to Oklahoma City and beyond becomes a platform for testing rotations, sharpening decision-making, and refining tactical approaches in real time. In this context, each play carries significance, not only for the scoreboard, but for the accumulation of knowledge, skill, and readiness that will serve the team in the playoffs. LeBron's leadership, combined with the team's depth and experience, positions the Lakers to capitalize on these opportunities, creating a cycle of learning, adaptation, and performance that reinforces their competitive edge. Continuing from the Spurs and Oklahoma City discussion, it is essential to understand that the Lakers' journey through this tournament is not just about individual matchups, but about building momentum and confidence as a cohesive unit. Once the Spurs are handled, the next step involves leveraging the lessons learned from the high-intensity encounters to anticipate challenges from other top Western Conference teams. Facing Oklahoma City multiple times would provide the Lakers with crucial insights into how to navigate high-pressure situations, exploit defensive weaknesses, and adjust offensive schemes on the fly. The repeated exposure to a team that can generate turnovers and apply relentless ball pressure will sharpen both individual and collective decision-making. Players like Austin Reeves, who has shown remarkable growth in his ability to read defenses, will benefit enormously from these scenarios. With LeBron orchestrating the floor, The Lakers have the luxury of combining instinct, strategy, and sheer talent to stay ahead of the game, even when facing aggressive opponents. Each possession becomes an opportunity to reinforce discipline, recognize patterns, and anticipate the tendencies of the opposition, which is invaluable in playoff-style basketball. The Lakers' roster construction also plays a crucial role in this process. Having a mix of experienced veterans and emerging talents ensures that the team can adapt to various challenges. LeBron's presence allows for controlled experimentation, where the coaching staff can test rotations, defensive schemes, and offensive alignments against different types of pressure. Meanwhile, players like Dylan Harper provide energy, versatility, and the capacity to make clutch plays, which is particularly important against teams that thrive on momentum swings. Oklahoma City, with its dynamic backcourt and aggressive style, represents a perfect test case for both resilience and execution. These games are less about luck and more about preparation, situational awareness, and execution under duress. Every decision, from when to press defensively to which matchups to exploit offensively, carries weight, and the Lakers are positioned to maximize these opportunities thanks to their depth, coaching, and leadership. Looking ahead, the potential clash with Oklahoma City also has strategic implications for the broader tournament path. By engaging with a team that poses real challenges, the Lakers can accumulate data that informs game plans for later stages, including potential playoff matchups. This is particularly valuable because the Thunder has demonstrated the ability to adjust quickly and exploit mistakes, meaning that the Lakers' ability to respond in real time is tested to the fullest. LeBron's basketball IQ, which has been described as supercomputer level, becomes a decisive factor here. His ability to read plays, anticipate movements, and direct teammates allows the Lakers to not just react, but proactively dictate the flow of the game. This dynamic is essential against teams like Oklahoma City, which excel in creating chaos and capitalizing on disorganization. By systematically applying lessons from one matchup to the next, the Lakers can ensure that each encounter builds toward long-term preparedness and sustained performance at the highest level. The Spurs matchup, while critical, is in some ways a rehearsal for the more complex challenges that follow. Establishing dominance early, maintaining focus despite potential momentum swings, and taking advantage of favorable matchups are all lessons that carry forward into subsequent rounds. Even if the Spurs manage to create tension by building an early lead, the Lakers' experience ensures that they can absorb pressure, adjust on the fly, and regain control. These experiences are not isolated. They contribute to the team's growing sense of cohesion, trust, and confidence. Players learn how to manage nerves, communicate effectively on the floor, and execute under pressure, all crucial skills for deep tournament runs. LeBron, as the central figure, ensures that this learning process is guided, strategic, and applied in real time, turning each challenge into a stepping stone for broader team growth. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, a sudden murmur swept through Los Angeles last night, the kind that starts as a faint vibration on social media before exploding into full-blown frenzy. Whispers from inside team circles insist that Donovan Mitchell has put pen to paper with the Lakers, a move that, if truly sealed, could reshape the entire landscape of the league. Nothing about this development feels subtle. The moment the rumor surfaced, fans flooded the streets around the team facility as if drawn by some magnetic pull, hoping for a glimpse of the newest star supposedly arriving in purple and gold. No cameras have captured the decisive handshake. No official statement has landed from the franchise, yet the noise is deafening. Sources close to the situation claim the negotiations unfolded behind tightly closed doors, far from the usual spotlight, as if the organization wanted these talks tucked away until every detail was undeniable. Even so, insiders speak of an electric atmosphere within the front office, a sign that this may be more than smoke. Around the league, rival executives are already bracing for impact. Some believe this move could tilt the balance of power, while others question whether the Lakers can mold such a dynamic scorer into their evolving system. For now, no one seems confident enough to dismiss the rumor outright. The chatter has taken on a life of its own, carried by anonymous tips, cryptic emoji posts, and the kind of leaks that always feel too convenient to ignore. Meanwhile, fans continue to buzz with anticipation. Sports bars hum with speculation. Callers light up radio shows with breathless theories, and social platforms pulse with mock-ups of Mitchell in gold trim. Until a statement emerges from inside the organization, everything hangs in suspense. But one thing is clear. Whether this signing is already etched in ink or still lingering in the realm of whispers, Los Angeles is burning with expectation. Its basketball heartbeat pounding faster with every new rumor that hits the air. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.